Hola ustedes! Today, sorry, wait, let me take that back a moment. I realize most of my audience is primarily English speaking, so that was just for you Spanish speakers. For the rest of you, you might be able to figure out what I said, considering it's the start of the vlog, and I usually say the same kind of thing, but hey guys, so if you saw in my vlog yesterday, it was really foggy, and it's really foggy today again too, or at least it was this morning, and it's interesting. It's made me think about fog. I think that fog might be one of my most favorite weather types. I know how to speak English. As we've been over at the start of the video, I definitely know how to speak English. Anyway, I feel like fog can be representative of so many things, like if it's used in a film, for example. So, you could have the horror film where the fog makes everything scary and spooky and limits line of sight, or it could be like a happy point in a film where it's like, a nice, cool, refreshing fog over everything. You could imagine, off in the distance, some mountains with some fog over them and it's all pretty and stuff. Or it could be a symbol of change. Water is often a symbol of change, and that's just a bunch of water in the sky. Most of the time it's a symbol of something bad, but also, in real life, it's a lot of fun. It's like you just look out and it's like, whoa, I can't see very far. Unless you're driving, in which case, it's scary. Someone should make an entire horror film just based on, driving in fog. It's like, oh no, I can't see, and then that's the entire movie for, an hour and a half of just a person driving, and, them turning on and off their brights to, try and see more, but then it's just more blinding because it's foggy. Guys, I should be a horror writer. Speaking of fog and horror films, I just got this, and another light just like it. I know I just showed you lights like these a few days ago, but I ordered some new ones, like I said, and they arrived today, and they seem to be working quite brightly. We haven't actually started the scripting process, but we've outlined some of the plot, got some key scenes in there, and a general idea of what we want to do. We should begin production on that sometime in February or early March. But yeah, to tell us a little bit more about fog and weather patterns, let's go to an episode of Rhyming. Howdy folks, so today's episode of Rhyming is the word fog, as you can see on your screen right now. Here, let me get that for you so that you can see me. That's right, look at me when I'm talking to you. So folks, in case you don't know, the word fog rhymes with frog, and a frog is exactly what a bass might team up with in order to take over the world. Now, as we all know, when you kiss a frog, it turns into a prince, or a princess, depending on the situation. When you're a king and you kiss a frog, it could also turn into a queen. So, just theorizing here, if the king bass were to have come back to life after Andrew killed it yesterday and is now aiming to take over the world, he might team up with a frog as his queen. It could happen, not saying it's going to happen, not saying this is foreshadowing or anything, but it might happen. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. We'll say it might happen tomorrow, but again, it probably won't. I'm just speculating off the top of my head. Anyway, this has been Rhyming. He keeps making these weird predictions about stuff during the episodes of Rhyming. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. I'm sure none of it's true or anything, but, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention this entire video, and that might be my fault. Maybe I'm not talking quite loud enough, so I'm going to make sure I'm speaking up during this part, where I'm giving you a condensed version of the whole video. Now, I should have probably precipitated the video with this, but I forgot to. It seems to me that you might be commenting, what are you doing right now? I was going to give a summary of the video, but actually I don't want to press you on that, so I'm going to take the subject and I'm just going to droplet. And you know what? I'll see you DEWmorrow.